So in this session we will discuss common press tool die components. Many specialty components can be used in dies, but the most commonly used are die plates, shoes, die sets, guide pins, bushings, heel blocks, heel plates, screws, dowels and keys. So all of which we explained in last session. In this session we will discuss some other common components, that is pads, retainers and springs. So in this section we will discuss the pads. So a pad is simply a pressure loaded plate, either flat or contoured, that folds, controls or strips the metal during the cutting and forming process. Several types of pads are used in stamping dies. Depending on their function, pad can be made from the soft low carbon steel and hardened tool steel. Contoured pads must fit very closely to the mating die section. Precision requirements determine whether the pads are positioned with guide pins and bushings or left unguided. So in figure you can see the pads. So pads are there. This is a pressure pad, this is a stripper pad. Okay. It is mounted on the particular die. It is in between upper die and lower die. The forming section is there. Okay. The stripper pads. Stripper pads are flat or contoured spring loaded plates that pulls or strips the metal off the cutting punches. When it's cut, metal naturally tends to collapse around the body or chunk of the cutting punches. This is especially true during piercing. The stripper pad surrounds the cutting punches and mounts to upper die shoes. As the punch exits the lower die, the spring loaded pad holds the metal down flush with the lower die section, which allows the cutting punches to withdraw from the sheet metal or workpiece part. So this is important thing. Stripper pads are flat and contoured. These are spring loaded pads. These are spring loaded plates that pull or strip the metal off the cutting punches. Often, stripper pads are inserted with a small block of steel called pad windows. These are called pad windows. This pad window usually is small and lightweight and can be removed easily to allow the die maintenance technicians to remove the ball lock. So it is a lock style pierce punch from retainer without removing the entire stripper pad. Entire stripper pad is not necessary to remove. Okay, the ball lock style pierce punch you can remove. The stripper pads also function to hold the metal flat or to the desired shape during the cutting process. In this figure you can see the pressure pad and stripper pads. So this is the stripper pad which holds the other parts. It helps in cutting function. It helps in cutting process. It is a spring loaded. Then second is a pressure pad. So during the wipe bending process, the metal must be held down tightly to the lower die section before the forming punch contacts the metal. Pressure pad must apply force that is at least equivalent to the bending force. Most pressure pads use high pressure coil or gas spring. So gas spring is used or how coil springs are used. When the loaded with a very high pressure springs, contoured or flat pads also can form sheet metal. These pad types often are referred to as a power punches. They are also called as power punches. In this figure, you can see the pressure pad. This is a gas spring. This is a part with a bend. This is a power punch. Here it is a stripper pad. So in the figure you can see, this figure shows the pressure pads or pressure plates. So most pressure pads use high pressure coil or gas spring. When the loaded with very high pressure spring, contoured or flat pads also can form sheet metal. Pressure pad must apply force that is at least equivalent to the bending force. So this is very important. The metal must be held down tightly to the lower die section before the forming punch contacts the metal. So this is the function of pressure pads or plates. The next is a draw pads. Draw pad. In this diagram you can see the draw pads. The draw pad controls the metal flow during the drawing process. In drawing, the amount of pressure or downward force exerted on the sheet metal determines how much metal is allowed to flow and enter the draw die cavity. Too much pressure may stop the metal from flowing and causing splitting. Too little downward force may allow excess metal to flow inward and cause loose metal or wrinkling. So optimum pressure should be there. Neither very high force or nor very less force. So draw pads, often referred as a binders or blank holders, usually are made from hardened tool steel. They can be flat or contoured depending on the piece part shape. Most drawing dies use single draw pad. However, in special case, some use these two. So draw pads controls metal flow during drawing process. So in this figure you can see this is drawing pad. Okay, this is gas spring is also there, punch is there, lower die shoe is there, upper die shoe is there. So this is a draw cavity. So draw pads, often referred as a binder or blank holder, usually are made from hardened tool steel. So this is about draw pads. Now next component is spools or shoulder bolts. Spools, shoulder bolts and keepers are used to fasten pads to the die shoes while allowing them to move up and down. So you can see in a figure these are spool type pad, retainer locking, black oxide treatment. So these are some important components used in press tool. Spools, shoulder bolts and keepers are used to fasten pads to the die shoe while allowing them to move up and down. They are secured to either the top and bottom die shoes with screws and often dowels for precision location. Of all of the components used for securing pads, the spools are the most common, especially in larger dies. In larger dies, spools are commonly used. So these are spools type pads shown in the figure. Now the next component is retainer. Retainer is also important. Retainer hold the or secure cutting or forming die component to both upper and lower die shoes. One of the most popular retainers in a ball lock retainer, a high precision, accurately manufactured die component that secures and aligns both cutting and forming punches. It uses a spring loaded ball bearing to locate and secure the punches, which feature a precisely machined teardrop per ball set. So in figure you can see that ball set is there, the special retainer is there. So retainer holds or it secures the cutting or forming die component to both upper and lower die shoes. A spring loaded ball bearing locks into the teardrop shape and prevents the punch from coming out from the retainer. So this is the mechanism used in all press tools. The advantage of ball lock retainer is that they allow the die maintenance technician to remove and reinstall punches quickly. The punch is removed by depressing the spring loaded ball bearing and pulling up on the punch. Specialty retainers are also can be made to fold and align irregular punch shapes, as well as the headed style punches and pilot pins. So this is about retainers. So retainer uses a spring loaded ball bearing to locate and secure the punch, which feature the precisely machined teardrop ball sets. Okay, what is advantage? They allow the die maintenance technician to remove and reinstall punch quickly. So this is very important thing. So next component used in press tool die is springs. Spring. All of you know what is spring. What is spring? Spring supplies the force needed to hold. So it retains the force. Okay. It stores energy. So spring supplies the force needed to fold, strip or form metal. Many different springs are used in stamping dies. Spring selection is based on many factors, including the required force and travel. The spring's life expectancy and of course the cost is very important. Among the most popular are gas springs, which when filled with nitrogen can supply a great deal of forces. So nitrogen gas springs, so urethane springs and coil springs, there are different types of springs. So you can see in a figure, these are the coil springs, urethane springs and gas springs. Which gas is filled? Nitrogen gas is filled. This is most popular. So urethane springs often called as marshmallow springs. The coil springs are very popular when reasonable amount of force is needed and budget constraints are present. Then urethane springs work well in short run or prototype stamping operations. Urethane springs are also much costlier compared to other springs. So these are some important components. Today we discussed springs, retainers, spool or shoulder bolt keepers, draw pads, pressure pads, stripper pads, screw dowels and keys, heel blocks and heel plates, guide pins and bushings, die plates, shoes and die sets. These are some important components which are used in press tool die assembly. Okay, we must know the material used, the strength used, the type of construction and type of material. Okay, the conditions. So all these are factors we should consider while designing a die, punch and die. Okay, this is about the assembly of the components used in press tool die. Okay, thank you very much.